Welcome woodworkers and DIY enthusiasts. Today we're diving into the world of precision cutting with the Makita SP6000J Plunge saw and its guide rail system. So let's unbox the machine and go through its features.
So your Makita SP6000J Plunge saw comes in a decent, solid, sturdy box. Now inside the box you're going to get an instruction manual with all the necessary information like circular saw safety warnings, functional descriptions, operational procedures, and optional accessories like your extra guide rails and rail connectors. And you also get a set of guide rail clamps included in the box for fastening your guide rail, and then the machine. And also what I like at the bottom of the box is an area where you can pack extra saw blades. The machine is supplied with a 1,4 meter saw track known as a guide rail, and this track allows for precise, straight, splinter-free cuts. On the back of the track you're going to find also some decent anti-slip strips. The track essentially acts as a portable, highly precise alternative to a table saw for many applications. The cutting capacity at 90 degrees is 56 mm, but it reduces to 40 millimeters at a 45 degree angle. When using the guide rail clamps, please ensure they are well fastened and that the rail is secure. Once you've put the machine onto your guide rail, make sure you engage the safety latch, this one here, so that the machine won't topple when doing bevel cuts. And these two dials adjust the resistance on the track. And it's sometimes useful when you're cutting thinner material. When doing bevel cuts, the bevel scale is very clear and the bevel range is 0 to 45 degrees. And there are locks on either side of the saw. There's also a positive stop gauge that you can turn at 22.5, and it will cut only at that angle until you disengage the button. Okay, this switch next to the bevel scale, if you push it inward, it will allow you to bevel up to 48 degrees if you need to overcut the angle. Now this latch over here, once pressed inward, it will allow you to cut to a -1 degree. And you can set the plunge scale precisely by adjusting it to your required depth. This button here I call a pre-cut button, and when pressed inward, the blade when plunged will only cut 2 millimeters deep into your material. And what that does, it helps prevent chipping, especially when cutting materials such as veneers like melamine. Once your scoring cut's done or your pre-cut, you can deactivate the button and then plunge normally, and you're definitely going to get a precise splinter-free cut. To change the blade on your machine, make sure the lock button is depressed and the locking lever turned, and lower the handle so that the lock pin fits in the groove. You can remove your Allen key, turn your machine on the side, make sure it's powered off, and remove your blade. The plunge saw speed can be adjusted by turning the adjusting dial. Higher speed obtained by when you turn it to 6, and then obviously lower as you go down to 1. But refer to your instruction manual where you'll find an RPM table to get your desired speed that you might require. If you want to perform clean cutting operations, you can connect a Makita vacuum cleaner to your dust extraction port. With the combination of power, accuracy, and user-friendly features, this is definitely a standout machine. The SP6000 will deliver you professional, precise, splinter-free cuts time and time again.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. That's it from me, Bernie B and Makita, and look out for our next video.